We're in the Western Conference. We'll go alphabetically. Grant, the Dallas Mavericks are yours. Who did you pick? And just Kristaps is no longer on the team. I just wanted to.
Okay. So I have to totally redo this section then, because I like there are a couple choices. I would just shout out. I hate to step on it if this was going to be your guy, but I would shout out Maxey Kleber. I feel like he's always kind of underrated as a good defender. Like I still go back to when like he was the guy that the Mavs put on Kawhi Leonard for long stretches of some playoff games when they had other options. But for me, it's Dorian Finney-Smith. I feel like that's probably not a surprise. He's another low usage guy, but for this team in particular, if you have Luka Doncic, who has all these obvious strengths, but defensively, that's kind of where Luka is lacking. To have a guy that can guard 1 through 4 and specifically guard the types of players that Luka, his position, should guard, to spare him those heavier lifts on D, that really matters. And now, I mean, and this isn't just like, oh, he can sort of guard 1 through 4. Finney-Smith is really good. It is an effective defender against 4 positions. And he shoots 39% from 3 basically every year, for the last 3. So that's huge because it's not an issue if you can't create your own shot, if you have one of the best shot creators that's like ever walked the earth on your team. So the fit is great. Super versatile. The volume, I did this for Fred VanVleet on the Eastern Conference side. Finney-Smith is, around the top 10 in minutes played this year. So I always think we underrate just availability, because if Finney-Smith is not there, then Dallas's whole thing it gets a lot harder for them to be the type of team they want to be and to be as good of a defense as they've become if he's not available, but he just sort of always is. His matchup difficulty, last thing, we've talked about this a lot for underrated guys because it's kind of something you don't consider that much. It's 99.9. So the only guys higher than him in terms of the quality of player they have to guard are Lou Dort and Matisse Thybulle, but he's played 900 more minutes than Thybulle and 600 more minutes than Dort. So the volume, again, comes in for him. So it's just hard to find a better piece for this particular team, but Finney-Smith is someone that I think would make literally any team significantly better.
So the correct answer is Frank Ntilikina, but I think that Finney-Smith is the best second answer. And you could throw Kleber in there too. He looked like cooked. I don't know how many times I was going to say cooked when we record this podcast, but he did not look great at the start of the season. He's looked better. And I would say him getting healthier, Luka getting in shape, plus sort of the uptick in Reggie Bullock's performance. And then Dorian Finney-Smith, who is probably the single biggest reason why the Mavs have been good on defense. Like those are the 4 biggest factors when I watch the Mavericks. I feel like that you can assign to their defensive success this season and outperforming expectations there. And I think the only thing I really have to add with Dorian Finney-Smith is his 3-point shot. It's only been 13 postseason games for his career, but he's the type of player where you wonder what's going to happen to him against postseason defenses if he face either more like contests on his shots, or are they just going to leave him open because they don't actually trust that. He's shooting 40.3% from 3 in the postseason through those 13 games. And so like, this isn't a Matisse Thybulle situation with him. His volume is higher than that. So, or an outlier situation with Lou Dort where he goes off like once every few games from the perimeter. So them getting him on the extension, I'm shocked that he didn't just go into free agency, but 4 years at $52 million. And I know that there's a cap on what extensions can be, yada, yada, yada. I really believe that had he played out the season, he's probably looking at like a 4-year, at least $60 million deal on the open, even in the cash strapped market this summer, but everyone wants wings who are in their 20s, who can defend 4 positions capably.
Yep. He's great.